Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, I realize I look like I'm trying to set up, but you know what? With all these shenanigans already this year, I did this. These were pallets that were like this. We did not construct them. They came in one long piece. John worked meticulously to put chicken wire in some of them. I helped him with the other chicken wire. I painted the flowers. And then this is where, like, you're like, you need to show us some sort of, are you really guided by God? So when we moved here, there was tons of these bricks. Build one on top and then see the big ones on bottom. But they had them everywhere. Any even just normal person that hasn't had copious amounts of bizarreness going on to their body as like some sort of guinea pig since they were teeny tiny wouldn't even be able to walk. And then at one time I used to fly in the air like an angel, like dancing and spinning, and I've done all kinds of stuff like that. So listen, those days are over after the last trips to the Nazi doctors that was against my will. My husband, they wouldn't even listen to my husband. These bricks were all along here, and him and I kept discussing how we needed to have this opened up, and they were stacked up about this high or more. Okay, I put these little. This was we would not have been able to get the truck in for this emergency. And it's kind of an emergency. I mean, we live privileged right in America. It looks like we left the truck windows open on the back, so that should be interesting in there. But the thing is it's like they try to kill my husband through this insanity and me on a different level. But here's the white flowers. I hope it shows. It's still very dusk. It's very gray. I think we're looking for more rain coming in. Now, my theory is under this area by the back house is some sort of, I know I can get really out there sometimes, but I feel like it's just some sort of reservoir of sorts because there's these bricks over here, and I think when me and John are going to dig, because this is why I think these eaves on this garage, they put right down in, and they were putting that somewhere. Now, the fun part of the old house is I have to open this door to get around to get dishes to wash them. Is we figured out what we needed. We didn't leave Lowe's without what we needed. I need that to be heard because everyone accuses everyone of being narcissists and whatever is like that. Yeah, I'm going to make my husband leave when we don't have the parts to live like civilized human beings that haven't been camping already. The thing is part of camping is fun to me. What's super fun is something came up here that I'm not identifying yet. This looks different than the other ones. And then I love these. I don't remember these. I did a bunch of things where I just threw seeds everywhere. Good seeds, not invasive. So I added this to the details of the home because of like, what the fuck is going on? I know. The thing is, you guys were off the road. We have done so many sound tests in this house, which it's actually kind of could be scary because it's so you as long as you don't come outside and get obnoxious, which I've been known to do for a brief second because something starts to, and there probably is something that's so I did some other dishes already. So anyways, if we had not, we would have never got big old, we don't know if we named him Big Boy through here. I'm worried though about him weighing this down. It's my inclinations to something kind of reservoir thing. I could be totally wrong. Her trees are magnificent. I hope they don't cut them down, but they probably will this year. It's just part of the satanic thing, is they're just gorgeous. And they bring such shade with the extra hot sun. And those are just, oh, it's such a pretty old lady house. Oh gosh, you don't see the inside of the garage. We didn't move in all the way. And then I'm still getting rid of them. So I know this is in another video, is I had to let go of that beautiful pink bike because I'm too short. And it's not being about chubby. It was dangerous. short people can't ride on tall people bicycles. And then there was this other one we found. It's maybe a little too small, like I need the middle size, but it was still more manageable. He wanted a bunch of money for it. I love the pink one. I just hope it goes to the bestest person that needs the most beautiful pink cruiser. And I was thinking like, well, I could put blocks on my feet, or what, I could get some kind of step. We put the seat all the way down and it still didn't work right. So I got some dishes done, hallelujah. We figured out what was going on, so I can't blame it all on the thugs. But I do know something went haywire. I just do. God was showing me this in my heart weeks before it happened. Even technically when we moved in, and I think that's why it was like there was bricks everywhere out here. You couldn't get nothing through. I didn't even show you the other areas. I moved, I can't say hundreds, but okay, so this whole area back here had them around the tree, and it was 2 or 3 double deckers, so it was like 1 or 2 even underground, flat, and then 1 or 2 on top or something. It was just insanity. I've never seen this many bricks. I painted this butte. Yeah, we're really Harley Davidson. Not that we wouldn't like a Harley, nice low rider, go vibrating out on the highway, an endless road away from all the monsters on a highway to heaven. Okay, is this color rocks, and it's kind of morphing into like I just want everything this earthy, like it's like it's like this too. You can't see it in this lighting. This shower curtain I love. These were from Walgreens. Walmart, and that's okay. Someone's got this thing out there that I hate Walmart, or I think it's like it's not a below thing. It's that I watched Walmart come in back in the day and they knocked out all mom and pop shops. That's it. This isn't about this. And I had friends of the family, a friend or their family who were completely abused in ways, and they heard that a lot of them shifted their ways. That was the only thing. It's okay if you're doing good, and I'm just speaking to this person I spit out of me, is we weren't okay. You can't be okay when you have that many people trying to kill you. No little family can be that okay. Now, it's just a brief synopsis. It's not even brief, is that the first thing on my mind was, I got to get these bricks out of here. Well, mainly because you're going to kill yourself. I think they had them along everything. It was like to make us fall down. Nobody would do that. You couldn't walk. They were in the front too. I'm going to show you all of them I took out. This is no joke. These bricks weren't here. I'm going to show you where I put them. I just had to do a little bit of stuff here. This Elza. He's not in it. I don't think he'd come in the barricade, but what they were doing is sending the female pups in the front area that I made into like the greenest. I'm not going to say I did it. God did it. It's like some kind of beautiful, magical thing from God. And he does those things for me. He does. And then normal, like, reprobate minds think that I'm some sort of magician. This was all parched way out there. All the way to the road. No green. I'm not kidding you. This whole thing was dead. It was just fried up. But I want to just show you his big event over here. I hope you can get a good look at it. And so then I still do these bushes are branching up. So see these bricks right there? I added a bunch more. These bricks were everywhere, all over here to fall down. It's like the littlest sidewalk, and you couldn't get through. You'd just fall down. Even the shortest person, there's not enough space. I'll show my imploded again because I'm at the end. I'm having it's just clay. It's nothing fungus. It's clay on my feet, by the way. Right, so if I'm here and my feet aren't that big, I'm about a 8. I'm at like an 8.5 after I got pregnant. Is 3 of those silly little hobbit feet. As I get one good look at this. And he could dig on the other side in the soft part. We were gone over 8 hours driving down in Ohio to visit a cult. I think they're a cult. I don't know. They haven't been online. If I find out there was child sexual abuse, any sort of weird human torture to make you not sin, that could literally send me to the moon on the flames of Jesus's fire. So I'm unfortunately I'm feeling that leaning because I've visited my share of cults just because to see what's going on. And I've just always had a heart for that bizarre group, but most of them just get so nuts. Like the one in New York we visited once, on it, I took a train. They used switches. They were still using switches, and there was cerebral palsy or something going on. So I think God had already brought in His wrath, or they were inbreeding. I'm not sure. And there was cerebral palsy and stuff going on because you weren't allowed to drink or smoke. So now, granted, they might have just not been getting enough food and not enough prenatal vitamins and protein. Pregnant women need lots of. You're eating for two. You ever heard that? But, let's just keep discussing how it's against your will and you're crying and sobbing because you can't murder babies in your womb because you don't know how to go on the pill or get a condom on the unit. Or how about this? Just not have a bunch of random sex that you're just having your junk filled up. Okay, I gotta go right now. I just took this whole fun, like naturistic thing and made it ugly again.